Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today in the series of Crack SQL interview in 50 days, we are going to solve the day 11 problem in the series. And the day 11 problem is this is our problem number 1280 on LeetCode, and problem is students and examinations. In this problem, we have been given three tables. First is students, second is subjects, and third one is examinations. And in students table, we have two columns: student ID and student name. Student ID is the primary key. That means column with the unique values for this table. And each row of this table contains the ID and the name of the student in school. And second table, that is subjects, and it contains only one column, which is subject name. Subject name here is the primary key with column unique values for this table, and each row of this table contains the name of one subject in the school. The third table we have been given here is examinations. It has two columns: student ID and subject name. So there is no primary key in this table. Like in examination table, there is no primary key, and it may contain duplicates as well. Each student from students table takes every course from the subjects table. Each row of this table indicates that a student with student ID attended the exam of that subject. And we have to write a solution to find the number of times each student attended each exam. And we will have to return the result table in order by student ID and the subject name. So like here we have been given an example table like a students table. It has four IDs and their names, and then we have the subjects table that contains the subject names, and then comes the examination table, and it contains student ID and the subject name. So output table should be something like student ID and student name and subject name and attended exams. Okay, so here explanation is also given. That means the result table should contain all students and all subjects. And Alice attended math exam three times. Here we can see that Alice attended math exam three times. And similarly, like the physics exam was attended by Alice two times, and programming exam was attended by Alice only one time. So that's what we have to return here. So let's now we can start understanding the problem. We need to count how many times each student has attended each subject's exam, and if a student has not attended a subject's exam, we should still include them with zero as count, and the result should include all the student and all subjects. Now let's start writing the code. Here we will be selecting the s dot student id, and like s dot student underscore name, and sub dot subject underscore name. So like these are three columns that we have to select at first, and now we will count the number of times a student has attended a particular exam. For that we will use coalesce and then count and e dot subject underscore name and comma 0 has attended underscore exams from student s, and we will be cross joining student and subject, cross join subjects, and that will be sub, and we will also join this table with the examination table by like using left join examinations as e on. Now we will define the keys on which we are joining these tables. Next dot student underscore id equal to e dot student underscore id and sub dot subject underscore name equal to e dot subject name, and then we will be grouping this result by like a s dot student id and we will also use student's name student underscore name and the subject name sub dot subject name. And as we know that like we have to print the resultant table ordered by subject name student id and student name, so we will use order by s dot student underscore id and student id and subject name, so that will be subject underscore name. That's it. Let's explain the query. Here we have used cross join between students and subject table, this cross join. So this ensures that we generate all possible combinations of student id and subject names, and then by that we can ensure that every student is getting every subject even if they never attended an exam. And here left join, this left join is to match the student and subject pairs with actual records in the examination table. And if a student attended an exam, the count will be calculated, otherwise it will remain null. Here this count e dot subject name comma 0 with the coalesce count e dot subject name. This count e dot subject name is counting the number of times a student attended a specific subject's exam, and if no record is existing, then it will be filled as 0. So that's how it is working. And here group by, this group by is ensuring that we are grouping the records with a student id and student name and subject name. And as we know that in the end we have to return the table in a order, like student id and subject name, so that is ensuring the order of the table. Now let's run this query and see how if this solution is being accepted or not. Okay, test dot students. So that I think students table, I am using here only student, it should be students. Okay, I keep missing that, and now let's run it again. Okay, it's returning the wrong answer. Okay, let me check it again. Okay, here as we can see that our solution has been accepted, and it is returning the a desired output that was expected from us. And now we will try to submit it and see how it performs compared to other users that have submitted this solution. As we can see here that our solution is performing very efficient, it beats 99.15% of users. That means most of the users that have submitted this problem. So that's it for the day 12 of this series. And if you have enjoyed or like the solution, then please do not forget to give us a subscribe and give hit the like button also, and comment your views on it, so that we can improve further. And in case you have got any doubt or better solution, then in that case also do not forget to comment your solutions. So thank you, and see you in next video.